Leo, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning into your X reading and bringing your beautiful energy, support and love to Soul Embers. I appreciate you. If you're new to Soul Embers, welcome. My name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading helpful and you choose to stick around for the journey. So the X reading will resonate with those of you that either are really finding it difficult to let your ex go, heal and release, and you find yourself living in the past, even though you really do want to embrace your future, you're finding it hard to shake them off. So hopefully I can draw some guidance for you that will help you work through that space, so you can embrace future love free of any pain or trauma from the past cycles. Others of you may be wanting to reconnect with your ex, and you might be finding that you're not 100% sure if it's the best move for you. You're uncertain about what their motives are and if their intentions are actually what they say they are. Hopefully I can pull some guidance on, helping you gain that clarity to make the best decision for you. Others of you out there may be feeling resentment and anger towards your ex for some kind of injustice. And basically you're here to see if you're going to get justice from the whole situation and if they're going to get their karma. So hopefully for you guys out there, I can draw some messages that will help you just, surrender it to the divine. Let karma be served when it needs to be served to them, so you can embrace your future free of anger and resentment and wholeheartedly receive love in your life, right? All right, Leo, let's jump into it. Pardon me. And let's see, who am I connecting with today, who this message is for, and how can I be of service to the beautiful Leo out there? Leo, what's going on with Leo when it comes to their ex? Worry. There is no need to worry about this. The universe has got you. And I'll hold that card up for you guys to see. So definitely living in the past, definitely living with their memories, and whether this is lost forever. I feel those of you that I'm connecting with are definitely looking to, reconnect or reconcile with your ex. You feel there's more here. There is so much more potential. There is more to experience with this person, and that things shouldn't have ended the way that they did. I'm also getting that you might be feeling that there's nothing more that you can do. You're really feeling at a loss right now, Leo. You're kind of throwing your hands up in the air and you're thinking, I have to surrender this, but in all honesty, I can't let this go. I'm hoping that they will reach out to me. I'm hoping that they will want to, reconnect with me so that we can at least have some sort of a discussion about what has transpired between us. That's a type of feeling that I'm getting for you guys. But before we jump into breaking it down, I also want to draw a card on what energy you would need to surrender that will really help you, I guess, surrender the worry as well, so that being worried is almost like you're putting your energy out there. Like energetically, it is a repelling type of energy. When you're able to focus on yourself and pull that energy back in and drop it into your body and focus on restoring yourself and what makes you truly beautiful, the beautiful Leo that you really are, and that attracted this person to you to start off with, that's when magnetism is created. That's when it goes from you being worried of the outcome and losing this union to them being worried. So this is about the higher frequencies rather than, the physical realm and what you're dealing with on a physical level. So let's have a look and see how we can work with this and what energy you would need to surrender to create that type of magnetism that we're talking about. And in all honesty, guys, It needs to happen naturally. We can't will someone to want to see things in a particular way. But what we can do is focus on restoring ourselves, restoring balance back into our lives, and filling that void that we feel has been created from a loss that we don't have. We're in that position of desire, and when we put ourselves in the position of desire, then we're in that frequency of constantly desiring. And what we really want to do is put ourselves in the frequency of having, and the only way we can do that is by really experiencing a joy on the day-to-day with the things we do have. And the card here is surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your own power and soar in your life. Boom! Leo, this is beautiful. Feel free to take a screenshot of that. What I see in this card is this, it feels like autumn to me, just based on the colors that I see. And it's a time where no matter how rooted a tree can be and inflexible it might seem, its branches are very, very flexible, and so it's able to bend with the wind and bend with those seasons and endure the cold and endure the heat. And when it's time to shed those leaves, those that no longer serve them, it willingly does that, because it knows that in their place new vitality and new life will grow, and they will be reborn in a different way. And this is what this is about. This is about a rebirth of doing things for you and not living with these beliefs of who you no longer are, Leo, when it comes to love and relationships. The other thing I'm getting here, Leo, is that you might be dealing with someone who has a particular perception of you, and that keeps on telling you that you do things or you are things in a particular way. And you have really, what can I say, you've really grown into that perception, and you've really started to believe that that's who you are. But if you really think about that, is that true? Does that feel like you? Does that feel right? Because that's their perception. And what we might have happening here is the worry could be stemming from this need to, show your value, or more so, show your true colors, your true intentions. The thing is that no matter how much you try to show someone or increase value in someone else's eyes, they have a perception that is their very own, and it's based on their own perspective and their own, where they're vibrating at. No matter what you bring to them, it cannot change their perception. They're not truly. They may be able to mentally understand it, but it doesn't really click for them. So we all know, right? For example, we all know that we can hear the same thing said over and over again, and it makes sense to us. And it's not only till something happens in our very own life where the penny drops and we really feel it. For example, some sayings or memes or whatever you want to call them. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. So this person could be kind of putting thoughts into your head about you that aren't necessarily who you really are. And there is this need that you're wanting to prove who you are, right? So let's break this down and let's see what this is about. Leo, I'm getting the feeling that this person is projecting their fears onto you, and the things that they're saying to you are simply a reflection of their own darkest fears. they are bringing their experiences and their own trauma into this relationship and possibly accusing you of doing things and being things that you are not. Their sense of reality is very different to the reality that is. And you are getting caught up in their false reality. And it's taking you further and further away from the true essence of who you are and what your true reality is. You're living something that does not exist in your life, but only exists in their mind. And this is where the worry stems. Their darkest fears are being projected onto you, and you're taking those fears and you're making them your own. These are things that keep them up at night, these worries that they have, whether it be they are not acting from a place of integrity, whether it be they are mistreating you, whether it be that they are afraid and they are hurt and they don't want to feel certain ways again. Whatever the case may be, there is accusation that I feel is taking place here on it's a false accusation. And you are feeling very undecided as to whether what's true, what's not, which way do I go here? You are trying to see things from their perspective, but their perspective is so far out of, your norm. It's out of the reality of the true situation at play here. They have, there's a lack of confidence here and a lack of self-esteem here. And I feel that has also been projected onto you, causing you the same feelings within yourself. And so this card, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Think about what's yours, Leo, and what's not. What is your responsibility here to carry and what's not? What's theirs? And you can only work through what's yours so you can recenter and rebalance yourself so that you can gain control over your own inner environment. And then naturally those standards and those boundaries, let's say, will come up and deflect any projection that might be happening here. Oh my God, double confirmation. There is a lot of codependency on their end when it comes to you. And this may not come across at face value as codependency. So hear me out. This is one of those things where the more they are able to project their feelings and their fears onto you, the more they feel in control over their own fears. The less they need to take responsibility for the actions that they need to take to, work through their emotions and improve their inner world. And so for them, they get a lot of happiness and a lot of self-satisfaction from being able to project that, because it helps them release the valve. Okay, I'm not saying this is a good person. I'm not saying this is a bad person. There's no such thing for me. All there is we have actions or reactions based on our experiences, and we don't know any better. And if we do know better, we don't know how to work through situations so we can get a better result. And this person here releases the valve, and the way they release the valve is with you, and they feel that they are at peace and that they are at ease when they're able to do that. So there is a codependent energy, and they may go between being extremely loving and caring and extremely nurturing to being extremely cold and calculated and all over the place. Nevertheless, they understand and they know what they're doing, and it causes them a lot of distress, Leo. They don't like that they have no control over certain ways that they react. They may have certain obsessions and they may have certain addictions, and it causes them to act what they would view as out of character or not acceptable. So there is this level of awareness here, and they're feeling very regretful about the way that they treat you, and it's almost like they can't stop themselves, right? Meanwhile, you are you know, another thing I'm getting here, geez, I'm getting a lot of messages for you, Leo. Another thing I'm getting here is that they may be emotionally dumping on you 1 minute and become really emotional, and it's taxing both on you and on them. It depletes them of energy and makes them feel completely weak. And what it does for you is you take that and you carry that and you don't know what to do with it. So it causes you a lot of stress and a lot of worry. It causes them a lot of depression. And you don't know which way to go when it comes to this. And you don't know if this is going to actually get you to that happily ever after that you're wanting to achieve with this person, right? Wow. Very intense energies. All right, so let's have a look and see what guidance spirit has for you when it comes to this. Okay, I've got a few cards here and I'll take them. And this may be something that this is the space that you're really struggling with, making a decision at the moment here, Leo. The reason why there is even a choice to be made is because you are not feeling that this is going in the direction that you want it to be going. If you are certain about something, there is no choice. Right? You choose, you know what to choose, if that makes sense. You know what's for you and you know what's not for you. And so given that there is this indecisiveness on your end, it's because you know you want to embrace a new future and that there's something more for you, and you're hoping it would be with this person, which is where the worry lies. Because you can see that this happily ever after, this love that you're trying to manifest, this legacy you're trying to build with this person may not be possible because of external factors that run a lot deeper for them. And so Spirit really does want you to work on healing yourself, release, shake off these dead leaves that no longer serve you, Leo. Really shake them off, because in that space of that void, let's call it space and void, where that's created through all these leaves here being shaken off and we see bare branches, it allows the opportunity for that new growth to take place. Release yourself from the chains of their perception, of their perspective, and really embrace your future. There is an opportunity here. You have the power within you to really take this opportunity and move forward towards what makes you happy with purpose, making purposeful decisions, planning purposefully so that you can start to put yourself in the frequency of what you want to achieve, rather than this frequency of what you desire and what you're feeling is lacking because you can't achieve it with this particular ex. You know, you've done everything you can when it comes to this person. There is nothing more that you can do here. They have work to do, and they will. And the thing is, once you are able to take back this energy and drop it back into your body, rather than trying to figure out whether or not it's going to work with them and figure out what you can do to make things work for you, you will slowly start to see progress. It might not be as fast paced as you would like for it to be, but you know what? I reckon by autumn or so, depending on where you are in the world, you'll see a spark within you. When you feel that spark, no matter in which way it comes in your life, whether it be through an intimate relationship, whether you meet someone, whether it be through work, whether it be through being of service or family or friends, something new will come into your life that will really ignite a spark for your future. That spark is this opportunity that Spirit is trying to offer you. Seize it, okay? And let this unfold how it needs to unfold. If this person needs to come back, and if there's closure that needs to be had here, and you need to speak those words, we also need to understand that it will happen in divine timing and not our timing. And in the meantime, we don't stop living We don't pitch a tent in worry. We keep moving. We keep moving and we keep growing. And in that way, we start to release ourselves from these chains, and we also start to heal. And that perception that's been projected will slowly start to, in its place, you'll see your true authentic self unfolding. Follow the passion. Follow what ignites that spark, Leo. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Please do comment below. I love reading your comments. And if this is something that really resonates with and you're finding it difficult to work through that and tap into passion and put yourself into the frequency of, receiving and having rather than the lack and the worry, and you're finding it hard, reach out. I'd love to help you through that space. Have a wonderful week. Bye.